Coming to the stage is the funniest hot guy that you've ever met, and he's pretty single. And if you know any hot white men with nice credit, make sure you send his way. Good Lord!
With nice credit.
Applause! Applause! Oh, thanks, Bobby. Thank you for that. Thank you. Oh, that's just like these. We also have the New Orleans Fire Department in here. They're not dressed up and they won't take off their shirts, which is very sad. But they are selling calendars, and you guys should buy one because they are in it. And they all look like this. Can I borrow one of these? They look like this in real life. I actually know this is my cousin-in-law. Yeah. These calendars will get you through tough time. If that's what you call it. I call it tough time because that's the only place I can do it on my dog sniffing my tank. So those are $20. It sounds like a lot, but it goes towards charity as well. So you guys make sure you buy a calendar. Support the New Orleans Fire Department. Do what? Oh, they'll sign them for you too. Okay. But do you just sign the calendars or you'll sign body parts as well? Oh, whatever. Alright. I think I got $20 on my Walmart card. I'll check and make sure it goes through before I buy one of the calendars. There's a lot of couples out here. It must be nice to have a man, to have somebody to live next to. I don't have a man, as everyone knows, and sometimes I like to put deodorant on the pillow next to me so I feel like I'm laying next to a man when I get ready to go to sleep. For the longest of time, I had like my little group of gay friends, and we'd all hang out with each other. And for the longest, like my head, it sounded like it was like this cool group called the Single Sissies. That's what I call us, the Single Sissies. And then one of them wound up getting the man, and then we became the Single Sissies in Greg, so it wasn't like the cool area anymore. And the thing that annoys the fuck out of me, my biggest pet peeve about my gay friends that have men, is that they do cute shit. They do like cute little Facebook posts and post up pictures like this. Can you see these pictures? Cute little profile pictures like that, like, oh babe, I love you. And I see this shit when I'm at work, and then it makes me sad, and then I lose my appetite and I don't want to eat lunch, and then I keep losing weight. Or cute little pictures like this, where they're dipping. Shit like this is not for single people. They should have like a filter on Facebook or whether or not I want to see that shit. So for the longest, you know, when we were Single Sisters, we used to go out and dance, like, we don't need no man to complete us. We just gonna go out and do our thing. No kamikazes, please. Having a good time. And then these bitches get a man and rub it in my face. I get it, Ryan. You got a man. Stop rubbing it in my fucking face, Kyle. Really hope you get crabs. That's what I really hope. I fuck up that relationship. My other job, for the longest, I worked behind a desk for a long time. My coworker went out of town, and I'm like, oh shit, Katie out of town. I love her, she's a big girl, I love my big girls. And she used to keep snacks in her drawer. And I used to sit there and watch her. She never used to offer me none, but I would sit there and watch her like, bitch, you better not ever quit and leave them snacks. I'm gonna eat every fucking thing in that drawer. So she fucked up and went out of town and didn't take her snacks. So every day I had me a new snack. I started off with a little bit of Twixes, trial-sized Twixes, ate them. Then I started eating her Three Musketeers. I had so many fucking Three Musketeers in my mouth, felt like I had all the Camelot in them. Then after I got finished eating that, I saw this Ziploc bag of gummy candies, and black people, we love that sweet, chewy fruit. So I'm like, ooh, fruit candies? Fruit juice? Alright. So I tell her mom, eat the whole fucking bag of that. She gets back to work and she's like, you know guys, I don't mind that you guys actually, helped yourselves to some of my stuff, but it's not nice that you guys ate all my things. And I'm like, girl, I said, that's how they are. They don't care. No respect. No respect. So then she goes and starts rubbing in her drawer and she gets really pissed and slams her drawer and she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Somebody ate my hydroxycut too? And I'm like, ooh, thank the Lord, I know I ain't touched that shit, so somebody about to take the fall for all that. I said, ate your hydroxycut? Katie, where'd your hydroxycut? She's like, the gummies, hydroxycut gummies. You could have saw the look on my face. I'm like, this is the fucking reason why I've been getting hell on my knuckles and I done two dress sizes because I'm eating your fucking gummies. I took my godchild to the park. There's a park right by my house because I live in a safe neighborhood. That's why I dress like this, like a white person, because I live in a white neighborhood. I took him to the park and they had this fine ass white man came and sat next to me. He's like, you have beautiful skin. Are you Haitian? I'm like, Oh, Jess, jerk chicken, yes, jerk chicken, yes.
Are you serious?
So, feedback. See, that's what happens when black people get mad. They fuck shit up. So, one can only say jerk chicken so many times when he found out I was a fraud and then moved. And so I'm watching my godchild. He's on monkey bars. At this time, a black lady comes to next to me. You know, she takes off her kid's coat, lets him go play as well. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to go. Grey's Anatomy about to come on. Let's wrap this shit up. So I'm like, come on, buddy, let's go. Come on, monkey. Come on, my little monkey all over monkey bars. She gonna tell me, don't say that shit in front of all these white people. You just giving them something to say. Don't say that. Monkey is racist. I said, okay. So he comes up and I'm tying his shoe and I'm getting ready to zip his coat. All of a sudden I hear I say, look quick! Little nigga, don't your bad ass put that shit in your mouth. And I'm looking at her like, really, bitch? Monkey was the racist that you thought was bad? Motherfucker. Badass fucking kid. So then, as everyone knows, I do like One Direction. I am not shamed. I am trying to go to the concert. That I am shamed because I can't find nobody to let me use their kid so that way I don't look like a pedophile. 102.5 is giving away free One Direction tickets for the biggest One Direction fan. So I called in work, told them I was sick. I go down to the Superdome and they had us like broken down into groups. For each One Direction person, they had like a little line. Now my favorite two is Harry and Zayn, so I kind of stood like in the middle of both lines. I didn't want to stand and did the wrong one. So they did this little trivia thing, and if you got the trivia right, you know, you got to move on up. So it came to the point where it was like me and a bunch of little white girls on both sides. I stood out. So they like, okay, so we gonna give these One Direction tickets away for the loudest One Direction fan. He's like, all right, let me hear you. So they're naming each one, and so they're like, and let me hear your Harry. So I'm like, Harry. And then they said, let me hear you say, I'm like, Harry. So I'm cutting up. So thought I won because I was loud. And so, no, I did not win. They gave it to these cute little fucking white girls next to me. They won, which they probably thought was them. And then they gave me a CD. That's what my prize was. And I was not pleased about that. What made it even worse was I go to work the next day. They said, oh, Kenny, because I had lost my voice from all that screaming. Oh, Kenny, what did you do last night? I didn't want to tell them the truth. I didn't want to be like, oh, you know, I went screaming for One Direction tickets. I was like, oh, I hung out with a man. And let's just say he was satisfied. And that's why I drink. I drink because, you know what, it is hard out here for a lonely person. When you don't have a man and you see all this shit going on, you have to drink. You know, the only thing is I drink wine, and that's why I really fuck up. Because wine is not for black people. No offense, y'all. It's not for black people. We not meant to drink wine. We meant to drink like hard liquor. Like brown liquor. That's why it's called brown liquor, because it's for brown people. So, you know, I like to have my little glasses of wine. One time I had some wine and I took a nap and then I woke up and it was on my shirt. I thought I got stabbed. So that was scared one. Scared two is when I had a bottle of Malbec. I'm like, I'm gonna be risking. I drink this bottle of wine I won from work. Drunk that whole fucking bottle. Then I had a little bit of this Syrah and I drunk that too. And then I took a little nap against my will. The wine put me to sleep. And then I wake up and I'm in a panic. And so I grab my phone and I'm like, oh, United Cab, I need a cab. And he said, okay, where you need to go? I'm like, 1710 South Carrollton. And she's like, where are you right now? And I like literally opened my eyes. I was like, oh, never mind, I'm already at home. Even a lady said, oh, sir. I said, I know. That's how I feel. You know, that's what you gotta watch. You know, when you don't have a man for a long while, you become desperate. You gotta watch them desperate bitches because they'll try to fuck your exes. And trust me, I'm one of them. I will try to fuck your exes. But I'm not like all the other desperate bitches. Like, they'll act like your man is just shit the whole time y'all together. They'll be like, oh, I don't like Bobby. You should break up with him. Bobby ain't no good. But as soon as you and Bobby break up, they're like, oh, hey, Bobby. Oh, yeah, you can help me carry my groceries. Oh, yeah, Bobby. You know what, Bobby, do me a favor. These jeans, where do you think they got them from? They were a gift, Bobby. Where do you think you got them from? Oh, the Gap? Okay. Yeah. That's what those dusty bitches do. I'll tell you up front, I'm your friend. Don't leave your man around me. Your man is fine. Don't leave him alone around me. Don't ever leave him, because if you leave him, I will date him. Ask my friend Jason, as soon as he broke up with Silvio, I sure did try to get with Silvio for the longest of time. And that all worked out. just well. The only thing is, when you become desperate for a while, you know, you will change for any man. Any man. If he don't like water, guess what? I don't like water either. If he don't want me talking to my daddy, that's the easy one because I'll talk to him anyway. But even if my phone was to ring and it's my auntie with a deep voice, I'll hang up in her fucking phone so quick, hang up on her ass real quick. And so he can say, who that was calling you? Oh, I think that was my daddy. I keep telling him don't call him because you don't want me talking to him. He might fuck me twice for being so obedient. I'm lucky. Hey, no alls. Gay sex is beautiful if it's done right. If it's done right. And the same thing about it is, you know, if you got a fine man and I tell you, man, it's fine, you can't even lean over and get the remote. If we all sit on the couch watching American Horror Story and you lean over to get the remote, I'm going to and you go off there, I got a drink in my hand and be like, hey, Bobby. You like that, Bobby? Leave his ass. So I ain't got no gag reflexes. I got some sugar sweet walls. Something ain't got any man. I hate when people tell you, like, I owe you my life. I had a friend that was her favorite saying, and she always needed something. And like, she'd be like, thank you so much, Kenny, for loaning me that money to pay my rent. I owe you my life. The hell you don't. The lies you tell. My only problem is I don't have a man. You always have problems. I don't want your shitty ass life. You can keep that. Then they had this thing, I don't know if everybody heard about this, but they had a hospital in Boston. And they had all these people that went to go get like checkups, like old people, young people, to go get physicals and stuff like that. And the hospital fucked up and switched up with the files and told all these people that had HIV. And HIV is a pretty serious thing. Don't be silly, wrap that willy. But, so, when I heard about this, and it was all over the Huffington Post, all over B97, and when I heard about it, I didn't mean to laugh, but all I could think of is like my grandparents. My grandparents have been together for 65 years. And I could just imagine her coming home from just going to get a checkup and be like, Eugene, I gave you the best 65 years of my life and you give me the HIVs? And I just know how my grandmother talks. She just adds extra words to things. And just knowing that she would call it the HIVs would just crack me the fuck up. Speaking of fucking, everybody has that person that you probably will never fuck again. Everybody has that one person. I've had that person. I met this one guy on this beautiful website for gay people to find love called Grindr. And so, we hit it off real well. He wasn't like the usual Grindr guys that hey, and then nothing. That's where they stopped. He wasn't like that. He texts back. He sent me pictures of his beef and noodles, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to see the beef. The noodles are fine. Keep showing me that. Don't show me more of the beef. But we got along real well. So, he's like, you want to come over and watch a movie? And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that. I'll come over and watch a movie. So we start watching a movie, and then all of a sudden his mouth is on my mouth, and I'm like, okay, I like this. And so I told him, I said, well, I'm not having sex with you because I'm not that kind of guy. I don't get around that much. And I really mean that much. And so he's like, that's fine. One of my biggest fantasies was for me to let off on a guy's face. And me being the desperate person I am, I'm like, that's fine, you can paste my face, I don't mind, that's fine. So, let's just say, we fulfilled his fantasy. And after it's done, I'm like, feeling around, like, can you hand me something so I can wipe my face? Maybe a towel, a cat, can you just hand me something to wipe my face? So, he hands it to me, and I'm wiping my eyes, and I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, this smells good. He like fabric softener just like me. Oh, I wonder if he's my soulmate. So once I'm actually able to see again after wiping my eyes, I'm realizing he done had their own goddamn drawers. Who has somebody in their own drawers with their face? So me being the person I am, I like those drawers. I wasn't about to leave him with his ass. So I put them in my pocket and took my drawers home. The only other person I've ever had where I never fuck again was this Korean boy. And everybody badmouth Asians and Koreans because they're like, oh, they have small dicks. I'm like, no, he didn't have a small dick. He was just a very fast humper. Nobody's body is, and when somebody's making love to you, your body is not supposed to do this. For a second, I thought he was having an old-fashioned seizure back there. I had to check, I had to make sure he was alright. That motherfucker was fucking me so fast, I started seeing glimpses of the Korean War. I was like, knock him off, no! The bomb! But see the ones you would fuck again? That's who, huh? Who? Don't be quiet, I'm not gonna get you, Jesus.
I think you're still in there, baby, no?
I still didn't understand what he said. Only thing I heard him say was Beano, and I like that because it'll be no gas if you have a Beano. But the ones you would fuck again, you can't find them because they're all fucking everybody. And when they fuck you really, really good, you go in your bathroom, you be like dancing like, when it's done. I had one guy did it, I had caught the shit with. I was like, well, I told myself, I'm gonna go get it cleaned up. As soon as I closed that bathroom door, I was like, ooh, that went down. Tore it down. And when I came out that bathroom door, I was like, can I give you some money? No money. What about some chicken wings? You want some fish and grits? Lobster? Because ones like that, you want to keep them around. You definitely want to fucking keep them around. So, Thanksgiving, which has already passed, and I hope everybody had a really good Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving with my family is so different because Christmas, Thanksgiving is two different holidays. Like Christmas we go to my mom's, Thanksgiving we go to my grandma's. And my grandmother, she's a petty fucking woman. I love her, but she's so petty. So, because I'm not dating nobody, she makes me sit at the singles table, which is the children's table. So the perk about sitting at the children's table is, you get extra food, and so you get small portions of food, and you ain't gotta fix nothing. Everybody fix everything for you. Bathroom break. Everybody fix everything for you. So that's a good thing. So, after I had that small ass plate of food, I went home, laid on my back as I'm laying in bed, and I thought to myself, like, oh Lord, I sure wish I had a man during these holiday times that would have rubbed my stomach and fucked the fullness out of me so I could eat more, because I sure am still hungry. The only other downside about Thanksgiving is Black Friday, which I really want to Google and see why they call it Black Friday, because I feel like it's like two little old racist white ladies came up with Black Friday. No offense to white people here. That's how I feel. I feel like two of them went to like a Walmart. It was like they got their little baskets and they jolly. They just spent time with their family. They push up in that Walmart and they're like, oh, Patty, what's going on in here? I don't know, Gail, but I don't like it. Is what the other lady will say because it's two of them. It's two old white ladies. And so the following year, same thing. They get their little baskets. They go to Walmart again. And they're like, oh, Patty, I already see, Gail, and I don't like it. It's like it's Black Friday in here. And then Patty looks over and goes, you know what, Gail, you are a fucking genius. That is what we're going to start calling it, Black Friday. And speaking of Black Friday, Walmart is the place you could not pay me to go to. Because people always get into fights. There we go. There you go, girl. Yes. There you go. Oh, wait, I can't do this, so that's White Power. There you go, girl. Festive members for you. You ain't about to get my ass up in this ball. Hell no. With Black Friday, Walmart is the place I would never go because Walmart, people always get into fights. Motherfuckers getting trampled to death. I think Walmart should pay their employees a living wage. Like, if you live through all this, you should get also a bonus. So if you are trampled, if they're going to be trampled to death, you might as well get a living wage. And if they live to see the wall, then you get a bonus. Because people are dying left and right in Walmart. Not one place I would not go. And I took the streetcar last week, because it's running again, it's all running on the same track. Jesus, Mary Joseph. Oh, in a light. Running on the same track, because used to do half streetcar, half bus. And while I'm on the streetcar, I was sitting next to this man. I sat next to two men. They had this one foreign man, and this other man to my left that smelled like Bengay. And the Bengay man was so fine. All I could think to myself was, I would let this man fuck me with these loose ass muscles so bad. Because that's what Bengay do. Bengay's full of muscles. But it didn't happen. Instead, they both got up. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to sit on this long bench thing by myself. I'm going to actually sit in an actual little chair thing. So I sit in a chair thing. That was the biggest fucking mistake of my life. This black lady comes up wearing the same jacket I had on. sat next to me. She seemed like she looked crazy, but I'm like, maybe she's just one of those ladies that hang out in the Marigny or something. She's festive and fun. So I let her sit there. All of a sudden, this woman come on, and she's like a darker lady, and she had like a light-skinned white baby. And I guess that really must have fucking set this woman off. She kept saying, "Hey, that's your baby? Hey, you, that's your baby? Huh? That's your baby?" I'm thinking to myself, woman, please fucking answer her. Please, if it ain't your baby, just say, yes, this is a baby. This is a baby. That's your, she literally, more than half the ride, looking at me, that ain't her baby. I'm telling you, she took that baby. That's your baby? That's you? That's your baby? And then I looked at her. That of her already dressed alike. What made it even worse was she cleared her throat the same time I cleared my throat, and we both started humming the same song. And I started tearing up because I'm like, oh my God, please don't tell me I'm looking at myself in the future. I don't want this to be me. I don't want this to be me. And I'm trying to figure out, man, I see a lot of like interracial couples out here. It must be nice. I don't know where you sign up to get in one of those interracial relationships. I mean, the got straight ones over there, they don't really count. The gay ones are the ones I'm giving a snood eye to. Every time I see a hot interracial couple, I feel like an orphan. They can't find parents to take them to Toys R Us. I can't find a white man to fuck me. It's the same thing. Not much of a difference, but the black ones, they want it bad. But ever since I see my uncle naked, I will never sleep with a black man. I literally act like one of those older white ladies holding me a purse, walking through the hood like, oh, no thanks. No, I'm not interested. Thank you though, I appreciate it. Oh no, I don't know what time it is. I don't have no money. Sorry. I quit my last job. I was working at Wyndham for a long time. And then I got a new job. I got accepted at this veterinarian hospital. Yes. I like you, girl. You like to clap. You need to come to church with me on Sunday. We will tear that house down. So I was working at a veterinarian hospital, and I liked it. I only lasted 4 days, but I had no veterinary experience. So they're like, what we're going to have you do is you're going to prep the rooms for surgery, and you're going to euthanize the dogs. So I'm like, okay. So they're like, oh no, it's not bad. You just give them a shot and you just pet them till they fall asleep. And I'm like, oh okay. So I'm like, Freddy Krueger of the dog room. That's fine. They were paying well, so I'm like, fuck, if you want me to lick these dogs too, I'll do that too for the amount of money I was getting paid. So, they had this one bitch that would come in, she'd bring the dogs in, I put the dogs to sleep, put them on this cot thing, Asian man, come get them. It really was an Asian man, I'm not being racist. Asian people don't kill dogs. And so, she would keep coming with the dog. We were like a train, what was that called? What was the Chevrolet thing? Assembly line, there we go. High school education. Public school. So she would bring the dog in, kill the dog, he take him away. So she comes in with another dog, and she's like, all right, hold on. She's like, I'll be right back. I'm like, okay. So I put the dog to sleep, I'm petting the dog. The dog's taking a while to die, so I figured I'd sing a little Negro hymn for her. So I'm like, So she comes in and she's like, where's that dog? I said, oh, I just put it to sleep. She's like, you were supposed to fucking put that dog to sleep. I said, hold, I'll be right back. And so we get called into the head veterinarian's office, and he's like pissed. This man is out for fucking blood. And so I'm like, well, I didn't know. I'm like, this is only my second day. I honestly didn't know that I was supposed to kill that dog. She was bringing me dogs all day. That's not my fault. And he agreed with me. He said, you know what? That is true. He asked her, he's like, why would you even bring the dog into that room? She's like, I had to use the bathroom. He's like, you couldn't bring the dog into grooming or boarding? You had to bring him in the euthanization room? And she's like, I wasn't thinking. I really had to go to the bathroom. I'm on my period. And while she's talking, I'm like this, bitch, you fired. You fired, bitch. So, she did get fired. She ain't in the crowd, huh? Okay, she did get fired. So I told the doctor, I said, look, doctor, I said, I really don't want to kill these dogs. Can I do something else, something less crazy? He's like, yeah, what we'll do is we'll have you feeding the dogs. And you'll still prep the rooms for surgery, answer phones, yada yada. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So I get to work, I'm happy, because she got fired, I parked in her parking spot, I was right in the front. And so I go start my new thing. And at this hospital, they also did boarding. So, I'm feeding the dogs, and I get this one dog, it's a Shih Tzu mix, never forget that fucking dog. So, I opened a dog food bag and it just smelled so bad. I'm like, there is no fucking way that this dog food is fresh. I said, hold on, friend. I'm gonna get you some of this general dog food. The general dog food was science diet, so I'm like, I figured that was safe. So I go and I feed the dog the science diet. All of a sudden, the dog, he eating, he fine. I'm on Facebook looking at Zach and Cody. One of those twins was naked, so I was looking at that on my phone. And all of a sudden, I hear the dog go, and I'm like, oh, you must want some water. Here, friend, drink your water, drink your water. All of a sudden, the fucking dog started going, and I'm like, all right, friend, drink your water, friend, drink your water. So I'm like literally sitting next to the dog. I'm trying to splash water on the dog, trying to get him like, no, you need to drink off this bowl. Bowl B, pick B, drink that. All of a sudden, the fucking dog lays on its side, and I watch the dog's stomach start swelling. So I start panicking. I'm like, oh fuck, these motherfuckers gonna put my ass in jail with this fucking dog. So I go and grab the chart. I grab the chart. I'm looking at the chart. This fucking dog has red circles, red tape. He's allergic to every fucking thing under the sun. At this point, this dog is dead. I knew that dog was dead. I could look at that dog and tell that dog was dead. So the black kicked in, and I was like, shit. So I knew we had a sink that we used for grooming, that the water pressure was too low, so we never used it. So I took all the cleaning supplies out the bottom, put the dog under the sink, put all the cleaning supplies back, closed the doors, clocked out. And so I'm enjoying my Wendy's sandwich, acting like that never happened. He said, hey, have you seen that Shih Tzu mix? I'm like, well, I've been waiting for somebody to bring it to me so I can feed him and stuff. Nobody bought him. I'm waiting. They're like, okay, well, we'll ask Kathy. I'm like, yeah, ask Kathy if she's seen it, because I ain't seen it yet. So, I finish my shift, I get off break, and I figured I got away scotch-free. I get to work the next day, and the doctor comes up to me and says, hey, Ken Dog, let me talk to you for a second. I'm thinking, oh, he said Ken Dog. I think if he was mad, he would have said something else. So he pulls me in the office. He's like, hey, you like working here? I said, yeah. He's like, everybody says good things about you. They say you have a good attitude and stuff. I'm like, oh, I hear that a lot. And so he's like, I'm going to show you something, and you tell me what you think. I'm like, okay. He pulls off this like small ass TV about that big, the old security guard TVs, and he goes, that looks a lot like you. I said, it does, but I don't think that's me. And in the video, you just see me trying to stuff the dog, and he's like, man, we gotta let you go, but we wanna know, what were you thinking? What ran through your head? I was like, I'd rather not say. He's like, no, man, just tell me, just, enlighten me. I said, hide the body, hide the evidence. That's what ran through my head. And I want to ask him so bad, so can I use this video for my show? But I had a feeling he probably told me, get my fucking ass out of here. So that happened. So yeah, and then I get in the car and I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, that place was so racist. I was the only black person working out, and I think they fired me because I was black and gay. And she's like, you don't even be working for them, son. You don't even, write them a bad Yelp review. I'm like, yeah, Mama, you get them. Write them that Yelp review. And I was so worried, like rushing to get here, I was so worried about my hair. Because I ran out of shampoo and I like to always look like I got Spanish people hair because my dad is Spanish. But my mama black, so sometimes I get that black hair that kick in a lot. So I ran out of shampoo, so I asked my neighbor, I go downstairs and say, hey Alex, man, so you got some shampoo? He's like, yeah. And he hands me some Garnier Fructis. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, but it ain't head and shoulders, so I'll take it. So I started using it, and despite what that fucking commercial with all the black people smiling, that Garnier Fructis is French, but not for Negroes. I'm in that shampoo in my hair, dancing the Beyonce duet while I'm getting the partition, pulling it around, and all of a sudden I felt it wasn't even like a whole lot, it was just a few drops of it just fell in my eyes. That shit burned worse than the night with Big Ralph. And Big Ralph was dead. I feel like Big Ralph ghost came and jacked off in my eyes, and I was like, Ralph! That's exactly what it felt like. Which for the longest, if you know, if you have a cell phone and you're on a family plan, like I mean, I can pay my own cell phone bill, but my mom likes to spoil me, so I'm on a family plan, and she pays my cell phone bill. I had to actually cut that shit short, because if we are drinking and sexting, when you're on a family plan, all that pops up online. There's a file they can check, and they can read all your text messages. And the last text message my mother read from me, which is one that I told my coworker, and I told him, I said, oh, you think you're slick? You want to trick me into doing your work, but I got news for your ass. I'm going to trick you into this pussy tomorrow. Hashtag, get that dick ready. I was kind of joking, but kind of serious, but I was really serious, but not joking. And yeah, my mama read that had to have been one of the most awkward conversations ever. She's like, son, you know, with a family plan, you get to, you can monitor the text message, you get to see what's all broken through. I said, well, what did you read? She's like, oh, your coworker tricked you into doing some work? I said, mama, that wasn't me. They like to play with my phone when I sit my phone down. Because I'm all about office hookups. You tell me I get to come to work, get paid, and have sex? Sign me up for that shit all the time, because I will definitely do it. Because the last time I had sex with this one guy, not on Grindr, I met him on OkCupid. And so, I had sex with him, and you know, when you go a long while, you'll kind of just settle. So, we going our thing, and he's like, have my babies, have my babies, have my babies. And I had to make sure the condom was on. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Oh, so long, yeah, give me them babies, give me all them babies. Changed my whole mood once I saw that. And speaking of babies, I'm not sure if I'm the only person that ever had this, but there's been plenty of times when I've eaten something and it's like tore my stomach up, and I rush to the bathroom. I just feel like all the article of clothing I have on is just making it so much worse. I'm like, I gotta take this fucking shirt off, it's too tight, it's hurting my stomach, it's hurting my stomach. I gotta take these pants off, it's too tight, hurting my stomach, hurting my stomach. I gotta take these drawers off, it's too tight around my ankles, hurting my stomach, hurting my stomach. And after a while, bitch, I'm literally laying on my bathroom floor, butt naked, rubbing my stomach. I'm like, oh Lord, please, I promise I will go to church if you stop this from happening. Oh Lord, please, I promise I won't sleep with another man if you stop this from happening. Oh Lord, I promise I won't suck another. I promise, Lord, I'll try not to suck another dick if you just stop this from happening. And when you lay naked on your floor, you notice a lot of things under your toilet. I'm like, it smell like piss down here. I need some mop. Is this dust or pubic hair? And it ain't mine because I get waxed. Who the hell pissing in my fucking toilet? You know, and then the worst is when you have a one-night stand and they don't call you back. You know, I feel like if you're not gonna call me back, shoot me a text like, had fun last night, hope to see you again. And you don't actually have to mean it, but just say it. When it comes to me, I'm very, very sad, and I have no shame either. The last man, I don't give a fuck if we at the stove. I don't give a fuck if we at your grandpa's funeral. Oh, Paul Raymond was a nice man, but I know he wasn't like his grandson Adam, who fuck you and don't call you back. Yes, Adam, yes, I'm talking about you. Then you gonna get some of this and not call me back. You gotta be out your motherfucking mind. And speaking of motherfucking, people always tell me, they're like, Kenny, you know, you should really watch your language. You curse so much. You always talk about dicks and sex and dicks. And you curse so much. And I for a while I let it get to me, but then I thought about it. I'm like, well, where did I get this from? Was I always like this? And I swear you not, I remember being in the first grade, or one of them grades when we had recess. And I was on the swings, and I was trying to get one of my friends, she was young as well, I was trying to get her to say the word fuck, because fuck was the worst word in all the bad words. So I'm like, come on, Ashley, say fuck. And she's like, no. I'm like, come on, Ashley, say fuck. And so she whispered it. She's like, fuck. I said, no. I was like a psychopath. I was like, louder. And she's like, no, you say it. And then at that moment, I just felt like, this is it. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is it for me. I'm supposed to be on these swings, saying the word fuck at the top of my lungs and just doing it. This is where I'm meant to be. And after I said it, it was like a real light that just fucking came out of my body. I was like, fuck. And it just never stopped. And I just like cursing, and I like saying, talk about dirty shit. Deal with it. For the longest, you know, when you're in a relationship, I will even take an old relationship. I used to have this one relationship, and I'm going to change his name because I don't want his real name to be exposed, because he was on the down low. I was hard times. Anyway, so I used to always, he was living with me, and I used to always tell him we would get to these huge ass fights, and I'd be like, if you don't like what I got, you can get the fuck out. I don't need your fucking ass. You can get the fuck. Get out. I don't fucking need you. Pack your shit. Leave. He still like that. As soon as I saw him packing that bag, and then he got ready to walk past him, where the fuck you think you going? Like hell, you think you about to leave me? You out your fucking mind and give me this fucking bag. You think I'm about to sit there and I didn't put you through all this shit, you gonna let another bitch reap the benefits? Gotta be out your fucking mind. But one day he tricked me, and I used to always tell him he was white. I'd be like, if you don't get your black ass back in that room, get back in that room. I'll be in a little bit to give you 8 o'clock blowjobs. I'm just joking, he likes his blowjobs anytime at 8 o'clock. So that happened, but then he tricked me one day. He sent me to Popeyes, and when you black, Popeyes is like going to Walmart for white people. You like, hey player, that chicken fresh? I'll wait for fresh chicken. And you would wake up for hours. I literally sat down and had 3 sweet teas waiting for fresh chicken to come out the fucking grease. So I get home and it just, I open the door, I got the hot chicken, thinking him like, alright, he gonna eat some of this chicken and then he gonna tear it all up. So I open the door and I see him like, wait a minute. Where's the couch? Where's the TV? So, I start running through the house. I'm looking all through the cabinets like, Justin, I ain't in the mood. Your black ass better not be playing with me right now. I ain't in the mood. And then I found that note. The note that said, he can't do this anymore. He had to leave me. Bitch, I went into the deepest depression I've ever been in my life. I sat there and it felt like my body couldn't even hold me up no more. I laid next to that fried chicken and I was like, oh, Lord. I miss him so much. I texted him, he didn't answer. For 3 whole days, I laid next to that bag of chicken. I was so damn depressed I even ate the bones. I would just reach over, eat a little bit, put it back, cry, listen to more Adele. Then reach, eat more chicken. And once I was done actually eating all the chicken, bitch, I was sitting there eating bones. The chicken is like 9/11 for black people. And I'm gonna phrase this right because I don't know it for nobody. When I say that, the black 9/11 when it comes to chicken is like walking and smelling a cloud of fried chicken, but you can't find a source. You can be in the middle of a conversation, and I told him he better pull out or I'm gonna vomit. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, somebody fried chicken. And you literally walk all around your neighborhood. Somebody fried chicken. You may find people that's literally going the same thing you do. You'll pass somebody like, somebody fried chicken. Yeah, man, I know that's my fucking chicken too. I'm trying to see what's good with the chicken, man. And that's my set. Oh, thank you for coming. Hope you guys had a great time. Woo! And now we have very cheap drinks and firemen who will sign your calendars. Do you guys want to say anything? This is what I'll get. Now, I look at y'all these calendars, and all y'all got nice ass bodies. I get my clothes from Children's Place, and I have no problem showing my body. I ain't gonna show it because I'm wearing drawers, and I didn't wash this shirt. If I put it on, so I don't know what's under it. But you mean to tell me y'all won't do anything? There's a lot of ladies in here. These women are single. There's none but straight men. Gay men scream like ladies, so they think that's no ladies. For what? You have a tattoo? No, which tattoo? Refresh my drink. No, what tattoo you talking about?
It's the fire truck.
It's the fire truck.
It has to be.
I once tried to trick a fireman one time. I called the fire department because when I found out him and my friend Kenny first started working there, and I put all my Glade candles in the windowsill in the hopes that they would come to my house, but instead an actual fire department came, an ambulance, and the police. And when they came to my house, I was like, no fire in here. I got my Glade candles. Must be one of my nosy neighbors that think I had a fire. But you guys really want to say anything or do anything or?
Take off your shirt.
You see? Take off your shirt. A lot of ladies want to MEET that MEAT. And I am also one of them. You know, I like my chicken like I like my men. White meat. So I'm giving you this. Yeah, exactly. Oh, things will change. This is like a call. What do I have to do to get you inside of this 1989 Honda Civic? Low mileage, high gas performance, flexible, no gag reflex. Huh? How did you know? And yet you never let me see the dick. 8 years. But do you really want to say anything? All right, well, that is the show. I hope today, thank you for claps. And why, wait, that was very gay. Why did I do that? I don't know. So I hope you guys had a great time. And what do I turn this mic to? Who do I give this to? Lil Moist.